Yo, what's up, guys? What Essential back on another video. It's we have another 4 Point Play podcast. You guys like the other podcast, the other episode that came out on Thursday. So we're back at it here on Saturday. So our first story is Paul George is excited to hear Gordon Hayward's progress, and I am too. It was just super unfortunate that Gordon Hayward went down with that terrible injury at the beginning of the year. I thought as soon as I saw that, I just thought the Celtics season was over. But he came back and he did what he needed to do. DSB, what do you think?
Yeah, it was a sad situation on the first game of the season when Gordon Hayward went down with an injury. That was a sad situation, and I really thought the Celtics season was going to be over. But they're playing like a playoff contending team right now, and yeah, it'd be good when Gordon Hayward comes back. We'll leave all the stress off of Kyrie for carrying the team. He's not carrying because he has a lot of rookies around him. Not just like how the rookies stepped up this year for the Celtics. And hopefully next year, Celtics can make the finals or challenge LeBron if he's still in the Eastern Conference.
And speaking of coming back, the Cavaliers had a player that came back this week. Kevin Love, LeBron's been complaining about not playing with an All-Star for weeks now, and Kevin Love's finally back. I'm glad to see him back. And yes, we have any comments on this?
Yeah, I'm glad to see Kevin Love back, All-Star. He didn't play in the All-Star game, but All-Star, I'm glad he's back. LeBron, we have some more rebounding, because we have some rebounding issues without him. And Kevin Love's back. Hopefully he can put up at least 20 points per game. Rodney Hood can give us 19, 20 points a game as well. Try to make a deep run in the playoffs. And yeah.
So yeah, that's for that topic. Now this is another Cavaliers topic, man. The Cavaliers are in the news all the time now. Was as much as when they struggled back in February and stuff, but yeah, so LeBron James, he calls the NBA playoff playing idea whack, pathetic, lame. I think it is too. I agree with LeBron just because, if you're the 8th seed and if you have to go to the 9th seed just to get into the playoffs, that really sucks, especially if you lose. You have to earn that 8th seed. I mean, granted, you're probably going to lose against the 1st seed anyways, but at least you made the playoffs. If you lose to, the 9th seed in a stupid play-in tournament, that would just really suck. Plus, the 1st, the 2nd seed could be preparing for the playoffs while you have to play this play-in tournament, and I just don't like that idea. DSB, what do you think?
Yeah, I don't like that idea either. I think they just keep it how it is because, if they have this ideal, you earn your spot, but how it is now. I like how you earn your spot, the 8th and 7th seed. The Pacers had to win. Last year, the Pacers had to win a couple games in a row just to make the playoffs. I like how it is then. And the Eastern Conference is getting more competitive, so, yeah, leave it like it is.
Yeah, and now for our next story, we have some discrimination in the league. A former Atlanta Hawks employee is accusing the professional basketball club of discriminating against white people and firing her after she complained. The Atlanta Journal-Constitution reports that Margot Klein filed a lawsuit Friday seeking punitive damages and a trial. The lawsuit said Hawks Internal Affairs Director David Lee, who is black, promoted a culture of discrimination against white people, and especially white women. Klein, who is white, worked as a community deployment coordinator for 5 years before her March 2017 filing. The lawsuit said Lee would make jokes about white culture hiring and promoting black employees who Klein said were less qualified over white people. The NBA team denies Klein's claims and said it plans to defend against them. The Hawks' statement in this says discrimination claims are taken seriously and Klein's was duly reviewed. So this whole situation is a mess. I mean, Atlanta Hawks season is already a mess. Now the front office is messing up. We don't know a lot of information other than what I just read, but that's just too much. DSP, you have anything to say about this?
No.
Yeah, I just don't appreciate discrimination at all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just don't like that. What's going on there?
Alright, and now we would have some would you. So these I want to ask you a few would you questions, and just would you or would you not. So,
Okay.
would you go to the Rockets if you were Paul George?
Um.
Would you go to the Rockets?
Oh yes, certainly. I would definitely go to the Rockets. The Rockets need an upgrade at the small forward position. It's not needed, but an upgrade would be nice. But for this to happen, there's a lot of things that would have to go into getting Paul George. Like they'll probably have to get rid of Ryan Anderson's big contract, a lot of bench players' contracts, and they still have to play Clint Capella at the end of the season because I think this is his last year on his rookie deal or whatnot. But I think that'd be great for Paul George in a Rockets jersey because he can shoot threes. You know, the Rockets are known for shooting threes, and yeah,
Steer.
I knew that question was coming up, but yes, I would go to the Spurs. Hopefully, if Kawhi Leonard's healthy, and right now he's not, but I would go to the Spurs with Greg Popovich. He's a great coach, the greatest coach of all time in my eyes. That'd be great for Kawhi and LeBron. It'd be a defensive matchup and danger in the Western Conference, and yeah, that'd be a great team for LeBron to join.
I'm gonna move on to some would you rather. So, if you guys, let me know what you guys will do down in the comments below. And yeah, so would you rather have Embiid or Simmons or Carl Anthony Towns and Wiggins? So I personally would rather have the process than the nothing, I guess. I really Andrew Wiggins has had some controversy the past week, and he's pretty bad on defense. I just don't out. I don't know why. I just don't like him. But DSP, what do you think?
Yeah, like you said, I'd rather have the process. They have Embiid. He might be debatably the best center in the NBA. I don't know about what you think about that, but Ben Simmons, he might be Rookie of the Year. And Wiggins, he is not happy with the Timberwolves organization right now. And I think the process is better, and they have a future in Philadelphia. Yeah.
DSB, what do you think?
I would have Donovan Mitchell as well. He is learning how to win, and he's winning games for the Jazz while everybody thought the Jazz season was over. Jason Tatum has like a lot of help around him with Kyrie Irving and Jaylen Brown, and Donovan Mitchell could be Rookie of the Year. So yeah, and hopefully blossoms into a superstar one day.
All right, and who would you rather have to drop 60 to save your life, Kevin Durant or LeBron James? Now, me personally, this is very tough because you have one of the best scorers for somebody that's already dropped 60 before. Very tough decision. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments. But I'm going to go with LeBron just because he's been there and done that, and he's LeBron James, so LeBron James. DSP, what do you think?
I have to go with that's a hard decision, like you said, but I have to go with Kevin Durant because he's a great scorer. He averaged the finals. LeBron basically had the same amount of stats that he had, but I have to take Kevin Durant because I think he dropped like 50 on the Trailblazers, but they lost that game. He dropped 50, and Kevin Durant is one of the greatest scorers of all time. And LeBron he's not even a score-first player, but he can get you buckets.
Yeah, and so would you rather have the 2016 Warriors or the 2013 Thunder?
You asking me that first, or you gonna?
Oh yeah, you could go.
Me personally, I would rather have the 2013 Oklahoma City Thunder. They had James Harden. They had Kevin Durant, and they had Russell Westbrook. All three of them are leading their teams right now, and all three of them are superstars. I wish they would have kept that duo together. They were a couple games away from a championship, but James Harden didn't show up in the finals in 2012, I think. And I would probably took the Oklahoma City Thunder over the Warriors because the Warriors only had two All Stars. I don't really call Draymond an All Star because he's a borderline All Star. And yeah, out of Oklahoma City Thunder since they had a
And
better upside.
now here's some useless self promotion. Make sure you guys come back on Monday to see why Kawhi Leonard, what if he was drafted to the Heat or traded to the Heat. Make sure you go see that out. And make sure you also go check out the SB channel, like I said, link in the description. Alright,
Yep.
so for me, I would rather go. You said the thought about a couple of games away from the championship. I would go to the team that was one game away from the championship, 2016 Warriors. Um,
Oh,
yeah, I would rather have them, just to save my life or anything. And so yeah, I would rather have the Warriors. So yeah, the next topic is: would you rather have the 2018 Cavs or the 2010 Celtics? By the way, those are Celtics out towards the end of the Big Three. Yeah,
ooh. So me first.
yeah.
Ugh, those things. The 2000. I would rather have. That's hard. So this was toward the end of the Big Three era.
Yeah, the Big Three.
I'd rather have the 2010 Celtics, since I think around this time they were trading their picks to the. Brooklyn Nets were trading their picks, and Brooklyn could have had Damian Lillard, because I know Brooklyn traded something to Portland. They could have had Damian, Jason Tatum. They skipped out on a lot of players in there. Not playing great right now, so I'll probably have the Celtics.
Yeah, I would also have the Celtics just because even though it's towards the end of the Big Three, it is still the Big Three. And they could do it. Take 2018 Cavs. Who did that ever again? LeBron James and who? Derrick Rose, Dwayne
Yeah,
Wade, Channing Frye. Who are those people other than Dwayne Wade? Because he's a three-time champion. So yeah, would
yeah.
you rather have Kimber Walker or Goran Dragic?
Kemba Walker. I would go to Kemba Walker. He's a ball handler. Glenn Dragic, I haven't really seen that much of him, so I can't really judge. But Kemba Walker, he can get you 20 a game. He's an undersized point guard, but he can get you at least 20 points per game. And in the right system, maybe not in the Hornet system. I would love to see him on a contending team, I would love to see him on the Spurs, be a point guard for the Spurs, Kawhi and Kemba.
Yeah, me
And
too.
yeah, I think
Yeah, I would also go with Kimber Walker just because. Goran Dragic, he was an all-star, but come on, just because Kevin Love went down, somebody else went down. Boogie, just because that. I think Kim Walker's more of an all-star. He has a deadly step back, like right next to James Harden's step back. But yeah, so next we have who would you rather have? Klay Thompson or DeMar DeRozan?
Ooh-wee. I'm gonna have to go with Klay Thompson since he's more playoff experience, and DeMar DeRozan is known for his team not showing up in the playoffs. And Klay Thompson has played very well. He showed up big against Oklahoma in 2016, and he carried the Warriors for that series when the Warriors were down 3-1 to the Thunder. And they came back this was when Westbrook choked too. And yeah, I'd rather have Klay Thompson. He's a better shooter. He's a better ISO player. He can get you buckets. He doesn't need an assist to get you hits, but he can shoot off dribble. He can catch and shoot. And play defense. I had to bring that defense up. He plays tremendous defense. He's probably not going to be a defensive player of the year because usually those go to centers and small forwards and power forwards. So yeah.
Alright, and I would have to go with DeMar DeRozan just because he is one of the leaders on his team, and he challenged the Cavs 6-7 games. And going against LeBron James is always tough, but just because he did that, I would rather go with DeMar DeRozan. So now we're going to talk about Andrew Wiggins. We talked about him a little bit already. So he's been
Yeah.
upset. There's been rumors that he's been upset, but of course he denied these rumors. Um,
Mm.
I don't like Andrew Wiggins at all. I'm gonna be honest. I don't like his defense is pretty bad, and he doesn't. He takes the most shot of Timberwolves, but I'm pretty sure he scores the least amount of points in between Jimmy Butler and Karl Anthony Towns. So,
Yeah.
DSV, what do you think?
Um, Andrew Wiggins. I think, me personally, I think he's a shot chucker. He shoots
Like
shots
Westbrook.
that he knows not gonna go. Yeah, Russell Westbrook. Andrew Wiggins. The Cavs traded him in 2014 for Kevin Love, and I think the Cavs won that trade.
Yeah, definitely.
Kevin Love is better than Andrew Wiggins, I would have to say, even though Kevin Love has not showed up in the playoffs / finals. But Andrew Wiggins, he hasn't been playing great this year. His defense, like you said, has not been great. He's been allowing players to go right past him, like the Cavs defense. And I think Andrew Wiggins probably might be traded. And Andrew Wiggins is on a contract. I think he's on a 4-year deal or something.
Yeah,
So he
a
might
monster
he might have
contract.
he gonna have to request a trade if he wants to leave, like Kyrie.
Yeah, and our next player we'll talk about is Kawhi Leonard. Now, Manu Ginobili has just straight out come out and said that Kawhi is not coming back this year. I'm a Houston Rockets fan, so it doesn't affect me much, but so yeah, I like Kawhi Leonard as a player. If he wasn't going against my Houston Rockets, he puts the clamps on. Everybody knows that. And it's just unfortunate to see a player go down for pretty much the whole year, like Gordon Hayward. It's just pretty unfortunate. DSP, what do you think?
This injury is because of Zaza Pachulia. Ever since the Western Conference Game 1 2016 versus the Warriors, Zaza Pachulia stepped on Kawhi Leonard, and the NBA did nothing about it. I was not happy about that. The NBA did nothing about it. They didn't care. And Kawhi hasn't been the same ever since, and this is bad for the Spurs without their main player and superstar Kawhi Leonard. But they're still winning games, and they're barely making the playoffs. And this is a surprise with Greg Popovich's team.
Alright, so that's going to do it for this episode of the 4-Point Play podcast. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Leave a like if you want to see more. Check out Datswaggboy channel. There's going to be his channel popping up on the screen right now.
Annotation.
Yep, and the link in the description. And thank you, everybody, for watching. Make sure you check out Kawhi Leonard traded to the Miami Heat later on next week. And yeah, I'm out. Peace.
Peace.